Folks, Warriors fans, I have a simple question for you. Is tonight game 4 at home, down 2-1 to the Wolves, a do or die game? Is this game a make or break it? Is the Warriors season on the line? If we go down 3-1, can we win game 5 without Steph Curry? Can we get him back for game 6? Can we do what the Rockets did and push it to a game 7? We'll be on the road again for that game. So please comment your thoughts. Is today's game a do or die? Personally, my answer, yes. I do not see us winning 3 in a row against Minnesota with Steph Curry out, and if he's back, potentially nursing an injury. Well, I have a soundbite and sound bites actually from Steve Kerr, Jimmy Butler, talking about game 3, the end, and how they feel like they can win game 4. What they need to do differently to make sure they don't give up that lead in the fourth quarter. We're going to analyze it on this video. I also have an update for you on Steph Curry from what happened during pregame game 3 and where he's at moving to game 4. Again, he is not playing. Warriors fans, myself, Arthur does a great job on his post-game recaps, everything between myself, Randy Silver, Arthur. We're here for you 24/7. Warriors news, please subscribe, because once the playoffs are over, this channel ain't over. We have draft news, offseason news, trade rumors, everything between. We're here for you daily on Warriors Digest. Don't miss anything. And one thing, folks, again, Randy Silver TV, my personal channel. I now live in Lincoln, Nebraska. I am a Fox Sports reporter covering the Cornhuskers, University of Nebraska. You want to see me do stuff like that out there, out here? Go ahead and subscribe there too. But let's talk some Warriors right now. So before game 3, Anthony Slater, Warriors reporter, Bay Area reporter, Steph Curry went through a court workout and rode a bike pregame yesterday. Wasn't full speed. Initial step in his attempted return. Again, we said a grade 1 hamstring strain. Grade 1 hamstring strain means 1 week. Right now, from where we're at, we're basically at like 6 days, 5 days, something like that. Odds are he won't make it back for game 5. His first chance is game 6. And again, before we dive into it, just to show you guys the schedule. Again, game 4 is today. Then you have a day break, you go back to Minnesota, and then you don't have game 6 until the 17th. So you have another 5 days from today to get there. Now the question is, can the Warriors get to game 6? If they lose game 4 at home, the odds are not in their favor to win game 5 in Minnesota. Yes, they took game 1. Curry played about a quarter and a half. But now Minnesota's had a couple games to see tape, understand what's working and what's not working. For the Warriors, playing without Curry that much is tough. And folks, I will just add, this is why you go get Jimmy Butler. Obviously, we wanted him as a second scoring option to Steph Curry. The non-Steph minutes, we lost consistently year over year. And we've seen how much better we are with Jimmy Butler in the lineup when Steph isn't playing. But if Steph is hurt, the Warriors are screwed. There's nobody to really pick up that production. No Klay Thompson anymore. You can't trust BP. You can't trust Buddy consistently night over night, JK, et cetera, et cetera. So now you have a second superstar who can fill the shoes of Curry. And we saw Butler play 40-plus minutes, do a great job, score a lot of points, facilitate the offense. But you need the 1-2 punch in the playoffs. Wolves have basically 3. You got Gobert, you got Julius, and then you got, of course, the dog, Anthony Edwards. Right now, the Warriors really don't have anybody besides Butler, who's a proven scorer, consistently, and that hurts. And that's what we saw in the fourth quarter. And that's what Jimmy Butler says right here. He recognizes that he needs his Batman on there. He wants to be Robin.
I think we, obviously with Steph out there, he demands 2 to 3 bodies when he's out there on the floor. When he's not, there's just no room for error. You can't make mistakes. You can't turn the ball over. You can't get back, all of those things. And then you got to take the right shots. You got to move the ball the right way because he's the one individual for sure on this team and maybe in the league that can make sure you're never out of any game. So, like I said, we just got to be better and limit our mistakes.
Very sound there by Jimmy Butler. Expect nothing less, and he makes a lot of sense. Now, what he says is limiting mistakes. Folks, look at this. Again, in that fourth quarter, we're going to break it down because that's really where the game got away. Warriors, 15 turnovers to the Wolves 21. A +6 margin. That is massive for this team. You need as many possessions as you can get without Steph Curry. Now, the problem is we only scored 13 points after 21 turnovers. They had 6 less turnovers and 3 more points. That is not a winning formula. You hear me say all year on this channel, the Warriors can get 15 turnovers or less per game that they give up. It's a winning formula. They got 21 against the Wolves, so they did a great job playing sound defense. Only 102 points to the Wolves, 97 for us. Steph Curry, 20 points a game. You'd think we're around 120. But to only score 13 off of that is not efficient enough. Moody did not shoot the ball well. Brandin did not shoot the ball well. The collective team, we look right here. Only 23 threes. Normally we're around 35 to 50, made 10 of them. So they made 3 more threes, a +9 margin. However, again, they were a +3 margin in turnovers. So we're not winning threes, and we're not winning how many points we score off of turnovers. It's not a recipe for success. You look at the free throw line, the same. Shots made, basically the same. That is something that we have to do better. Continue to win the turnover margin battle, but also at the same time, folks, you have to be able to score more points off those turnovers. Butler, Kuminga, 63-ish points between 2 of them. The rest of the team, only about 34. Have to do better than that. Steve Kerr recognizes that, hey, we were there for the most of the game. We got to finish. And Steph Curry was the clutch player of the year a couple years ago. We need him back.
We're right there. We feel great about our chances, and this is what the playoffs are all about. You know, there's these emotional swings and momentum shifts, and we just got to, take tomorrow off and get the guys refreshed, recharged, and come back in Monday and tee it up again.
I agree. We were right there. And you guys know my favorite chart, game flow. We look right here at the beginning of the fourth. Warriors up 4. You see, game was pretty close. 1 point, Minnesota was up 10. Warriors did a nice end of the second through the third. But what happened the fourth? We stagnated. Our offense got cold, missing shots, turnovers. Draymond fouls out. Julius Randle took over. Edwards took over threes. They got offensive rebounds, a couple threes off of that. You can see right here, this is when it's flipped with 6:49 to go. Warriors had 82. We started the quarter with 73. So in basically the 6 minutes, we scored 10 points. From 7:11, well, let's put right there, to 4:38, scoreless. Scoreless. Still scoreless. 2 points. So again, folks, 8:50 to like 3:20, 5 minutes, we scored basically 6 points. It's not going to win you a game in the playoffs while the Wolves were getting their rebounds and doing well, and they pulled away in the end. Warriors, garbage time, couple shots here and there, but at that sense, it was too late. We could not pull the game out. And that's why Kerr said, hey, I feel good about the game, but it's a 48-minute game, not just a 40.
I felt good about the way the game went tonight. We just couldn't close it out. And again, give them credit. They made all the plays in the fourth, and Randle and Edwards really got going. And we just we couldn't quite overcome them once we got down. But we controlled much of that game, and up 6 or whatever it was. 8 minutes to go. I liked where we were. We just couldn't finish. So the formula looks good. We'll have some adjustments to make, but I like the matchup. I like what we're doing.
So Kerr is confident going into Game 4, as he should be, head coach. I would not want the coach to say we're going to lose. Again, the starting lineup for Game 3, I think potentially you stay here. The only change potentially is maybe you move TJD for Kuminga, but then you're defensively and a challenge. Maybe you take out Podziemski, but you need him at point guard to facilitate the offense. Maybe Buddy. But I think you like Kuminga coming off the bench to kind of give you that spark. Maybe you move Payton in to try to guard Anthony Edwards. But a couple changes here and there. Jimmy Butler played, where is he at? 43 minutes. Expect him to play 40-plus again. Brandin can't shoot. It's tough. Payton can play point guard. He's not a shooter. He doesn't like to get Pat Spenser a lot of minutes, even though he does well when he's out there. Santos, maybe some energy off the bench could be a change. So Warriors fans, comment your thoughts. Let me know what you think the Warriors need to do to win Game 4. And again, is this a do-or-die game that they have to win? Otherwise, their season is over. It's not officially over, but going down 3-1 back to Minnesota with Steph Curry nursing a hamstring out Game 5 for sure, it's an uphill battle. We were up 3-1 on the Rockets. Went to 3-3. We pull it out. These Warriors have bite. They have fight. And I believe in us. I believe in you. Comment your thoughts, subscribe, and we'll see you for the postgame.